Ebusuafo yebre say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama aya DB ma say a shocking no na odwen ho a onte ase o say onim de nti a obi betumi eyi na komemu esiesie oman no aye oman ne kama na nkrofo bi mu ewo krom ase na omo ka say president na obaaye no onye hwe o say san nkrofo ni na no Nyankopon ebetua omo kapa now ebusuafo osaka insembi edifa ye petro ho na kan sembi so edifa NPP administration ene Ghana for say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ya dekra no mo say enyo mo fe big update ni moma yenko share video send your first time watch and has so no subscribe e dey amame me do biase
me say thank you enra me ko takrade na me ko no na me ka no me wo fu akra na wo mu me de ko ya ko du takrade me yi me lodu no wie ye no me ba na me sim pese me fele me go to filling station me man is like 2004 but obu 2002 go no pe tank ni ye ma fu ayema 2002 no me dey fit takrade to aba be bu akra me be du e me tank ni leki me see into tank no e no profit takrade o fu ne leki takrade so ta we na be du akra e tu tank hwe dala we enye nu dwa o dala we ayema we ayema se trainer si wo no ayema tank no still do tank nim ti se dala we ya pe dala we bebu je wo tank nim ayde e dey bum fu 1002 enso first no ubu gala we ya 1002 ma to fu 1002 da ko papa da ba hwe de esisi ya usa ban ni nya hwiye na me na betua oka wo be kasa ban ni nya hwiye no Nyankopon so waketua bia o de be mawo because mbi bi atwam we ko to me fere tanka 2500 2700 3000 wo be ko to de o be ba no na asa wo be ko kumasi na o be ba no na asa obi okutaka we bia so o si o be ka no kura rhino ka we rhino obi okutaka we bia be ka no kura o be ka se de me ka no eye no kura utofu o free tank no be ko ba na asa 2500 ene 1200 e de mi akwa ba wo se aban ni nya hwie ye ti mamufo no ye nim mfaso ye nya free aban we mu enti wo beta TV so wo betra radio so na wo kan kwasa sem wo kan de emwa ye yutu na ye nim de ye nkese ye ti ho ase dada de wo kan de no enya aduma na se Mahama se onu no onko bio mo beti tiri na ba konya no onu no do kan de onu no e concept enya se medina tem na numu na keka no na numu na keka no ye ntu aba hwe na numu na keka no so onu no onko bio agro no odi na se ye youth no ye ka ye ho a obete mo ka mo be san ye ebeti plane na fiwe na be sit Ghana hwe onu onya no kan na yesisi ano de wa ma e youth no da be sinu masa me kota kwa de ba e no ibotom ayema eje no mudwa o masa asema me kan e rare tank we ayema sisi ano still bi wo ye hwie
ebusuafo ora at work Ghana for bebre na ka kire His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say onye ntem na sese omo amabokro no omo diga na ska omo luten share omo cost financial law to the state no sese onye ntem na omfom court na sese onjelium now se opekaya Ghana for bebre na ba bontin be ka say the enti omo vote ma His Excellency John Dramani Mahama because of say oba checheche akronfo no ana say obi a we diske bia ewo Ghana ha say especially in penyifo no in the former administration. Now, na endeno ena say hit be ayeden APA. They say trial of former NSS Deputy Director Gifty Owari to begin on Thursday, 22nd January at the High Court. Ente busuafo ebe jinemu den a enya agro. Eba be jinemu den. what you say asɛm no ɛnte nkɔdaeɛ because sa NSS scandal is excellent John Dramani Mahama ni first sooner ɔkɔkaeɛ ɛwɔ parliament sɛ abayua wu kama yi a ɔda screen so yi amanfoɔ ɛbrɛ mu ni mogya ɛde ɛyɛ adwuma ɛwɔ national service no a ɛwɔ so nti ɔmoka no nti ɔmoka o na sɛ wɔ create ghost names edin a exist no connected to ɔno ankasa na account na ɔti ɔmoka ɛno ɛna sɛ court no ɛbɛgyina mu dedenden na tum sɛ afi deɛ nsɛm am no ɛbɛ brutal mama yɛnhwɛ the following video no bi ase.
First of all, Ofori has always been lying to the people of this country.
What do you mean by lies?
So I have in my hand his letter that he wrote to the former chief of staff, Firɛs Parry, and listen to what he said to convince Firɛs before being allowed to leave the country. Request for approval to travel for medical checkup. Say greetings as usual. He will greet us even in budget. He greets us. Point 1. Trust this letter finds you well in high spirits. Once again, Bible. 2. This is to formally request your approval to travel to Rochester, Minnesota, USA for a medical checkup from 4 January. Check the date. Listen to the date. 4 January 2025 to 28 January 2025.
When was this written?
2nd January 2025. This is, you see, we have just decided to this. What? Check. Everything is there.
Okay. Why this?
So the man had deceived the authorities that he was just going away for only maximum 3 weeks. And that by the 28th of January 2025, he will be back to town. This was what he told the authorities, only to find himself in the United States of America and begin the process of what? Altering his residential status to become a permanent person. Roland, let me tell you something. And for those I've heard, I don't know whether Frank Davis is his lawyer or not, because anytime I see any statement,
Frank Davis is representing.
I don't know whether he represents. We must be careful.
But Frank Davis is not here. Please,
yes.
Statement that
you see,
do not
Roland,
cast aspersions on it. On
one day I will die. One day you will die.
Yes.
What Ofori is doing, we must put it on record. Is he saying that now he doesn't want to come back to Ghana at all? If he does not want to come to Ghana at all, and the event that he dies like I will die, and they make any attempt to bring the corpse to this country, I will sue the corpse. That would mean that Ghana is only a country that wants corpse. It's not, yes, it's not a cemetery. You understand? That come back to your country. You told the authorities that you were only going to spend 3 weeks. 3 weeks have turned into almost 2 years.
He said he's been sick. That's what you read.
The man, when you saw him yesterday, does it look like someone who is sick?
I don't understand.
So fit, he has even put on weight. So handsome. Even in the mask, he's handsome. Nobody is saying that you have committed any crime. Come back to your country and answer pertinent questions, because we know that our monies are missing. If it is not with you, come and help us to locate where the monies are. You say, Imbano, you won't come. All right. The cost will come. We live in this country. So, clearly, what is happening is a very serious matter. But the judge raised certain fundamental issues with the response from the attorney, the U.S. attorney. On the matter of extradition, they are saying they don't have the document before them. The judge says he does not have the document before him to make any determination on that matter. Did you listen to the judge?
Yes.
So what that tells me is that the Attorney General must immediately, if they did it by DHL, or they must find out where the extradition application is. Now, those that are questioning why we are picketing at the U.S. Embassy must now begin to revise their nose. It's as a result of the indication that has been given to the U.S. Embassy. That is why the attorney could go to court without even the proof in his hand to tell the judge that, hey, the people have won. They have filed an extradition orders. This morning from here, I'm going to the United States of Ghana, Embassy in Ghana, to pick it, to drum into their ears that they cannot blow hot and cold. They cannot let the United States be a sanctuary for corrupt African officials.
How do you mean?
We are saying somebody has taken our resources. It's with you. Bring the person. You are saying no. We should go through process. The small boys, they have been coming for them here. Abu Trika and go. if we were also going to go through the same process with them, do you think we will allow anybody to go?
But we have a treaty with the US.
Yeah, so that treaty must also work. It's reciprocal. It's not subservient. We are a sovereign country. They are a sovereign country. We must respect ourselves. They must do what is needful. Either than that, the United States will not be respected by me, neither my offsprings, those that are dead. For they will be seen for who they are. That is a country that harbors politically, criminally minded personalities, maybe in female or male.
But you can't make that attribution now.
Which one?
The United States are bringing so-called criminal.
Why? What we are saying is that someone is in court, 78 charges. The OSP has filed 78 charges against Ken Ofori. The man is saying he's not coming. What does he tell you?
Now the case has been adjourned to April.
They don't intend to bring the man. April they will move to June. December. By the time you realize about 10 years over there, then the status changes. And this is why the minority that held that press conference, that they have a problem with the US banning the processing of immigrant visas. I don't understand it. Wouldn't you be happy that by this whole process, Ken Ofori will be barred from processing his immigration status or changing his immigration status so that he is brought back to this country? In any case, we are not even sure whether if they decide to bring him back, because now we understand that he holds 3 different passports. If they do not bring Ken Ofori back, one day when I become somebody in this country, hold a ministerial appointment, all that I will do is that I will loot from you and go and live in Togo and change my status and have a Togolese passport, and you people will struggle before you bring me to Ghana. Me, I won't go to your US, so only Togo here. After all, a few days I can smuggle, they come and look after my family. We cannot be treating ourselves like that. But the longer he stays in the United States, the better for the United Party. Because then it tells you the credibility with which the NPP works. I was thinking that they will be the first party to be wishing that he comes to clear his name. And by clearing his name, it will affect the party, for the party to look good in the eyes of the people. Now that almost anybody that has spoken on this matter that I have heard insists that if they were Ken Ofori, they will prolong their stay in the United States. What he's telling me is that yes, you have looted, you have voted with our money, stay there, don't come, so that this country suffers. Is that what you want for this country? So you see, when we are doing politics, we also want to be superpower, as has been referred by Zato. We can only be a superpower country when we expend our resources judiciously. We have undertaken a lot of projects that has taken monies out of this country. When he saw the need that he had to deal with his prostate, he realized that there was a Mayo clinic. So if I'm suffering from prostate cancer, where would I go? Would I have the opportunity of going to Mayo when in fact you were the one controlling our resources? We cannot do that to ourselves. And this must be a lesson to all those in public service today, that the name of the game is service. I have never seen a servant that decide to loot the kingmakers. And that if you have any intention of looting from us, let what kind of oriented situation has done be a guideline to you. And that the same measure, in fact, it could be even higher measure that will be used to checkmate you. We cannot let Kaya, the taxi drivers, the truck drivers, common teachers, and nurses who are struggling daily to pay their taxes to ensure that this country develops, be searching. Remember what Dr. Samuel Amakwe told your reporter. Was it Alfredo Kanse during the DDEP melee? The man said, look, he was suffering from a lung cancer or a kidney. He had a kidney problem.
Is it the 81-year-old?
81-year-old. Yesterday, I played back the video. I cheered that when the man was picketing in front of, what's the name, the Ministry of Finance, and begging that do not include us. You are killing us softly. When you finish killing me softly for me, you are killing us softly. Don't do that. That day, instead of even having the courtesy as a finance minister to go and see them, the man refused to see them, and I don't know the status of Dr.
But the OSP and the investigations over Ken Ofori, it's not because of the decisions that were taken on DDEP.
It's part of the DDEP, it's part of all chop, it's inside. Everything is inside.
No,
he should come. It's part of it.
We have to be rightful and lawful.
The PDS, the Cathedral, the DDEP.
The DDEP is not part.
The chop. You mean it's all part? Then they are missing a very big investigation. Okay,
so I have George Alote. George Alote says that
Ebusianfo story of the day. Yes, trial of former NSS Deputy Director Gifty Owari to begin on Thursday, 22nd January at the High Court. Inti ebusia Accra High Court Thursday we mechere ochina na say NSS Deputy Director eba ko jinim na ebusuafo eden na abaya we kama waye abaya we no no oye NPP ni ana say omofa no as Deputy Director of National Service Scheme in the previous administration. Now, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama the campaign no or shebo bibere o ka say oba nkrofo me disika. What you say, especially Obodino or say the NSS National Service hono krono bia akoso wo hono bia no oba obedi hu dwuma na magana for eyeden edegie eto abano massively. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so remember the first sooner mechere State of Nation address no or some about the same issue no so no boss no within 1 year ni no yen hye de hu say ade sembia aye de ekoso Ghana for bi kura no omutumi ba bontin be ka say oh all politicians are the same yet ne kura say impanyefo bi mo NPP mu Papa Cho the ma say abayiwa we like in same bebre na ekokoso ntine see all politicians are the same na just say if it time Ghana independence ne democracy by no yen sheda nchi politician bia we disk bia sa na de bia ekokoso what I say now to me hwem kra na court to court na ekokoso ba yen sheda nchi obi potin na most of the time na me who say NDC for no omo no mo constitution no. Yes, I stand to be corrected. Yes, time no mabe chro crap omo friend NDC NPP for but I say NPP for no den e bo workout. And omo dey to say workout no 1992 to no mo say omo bo workout abisi ende. Ebusia for engineer say Thursday we be sati court. Na ye court na odi for ebusia for the laws must be what applied. What you say? Because utumu say na Ghana for youth bebre bo dwuma den pa for their daily bread. Anka wo say yentu omoka no. Dabida. Yentu omoka wo. Obohu na say ye create edin bia exist na say edin no ya link it to personal account. Na ye di dwuma sankrofo no so amoba no matter no motivational speakers no mutu to the youth no fo. Ba make na sikai say if you be free. And me person me be so question be why waiting me be see ha say. Person me be say we are sure say about we are other sui. Say odi for another so you're guilty or you're guilty we are sure say the nation will persecute her or the law will be applied. Yes, message also we comment section na say na say watch wadwen. Back to Ken Ufuriata issue. Ghana for Ndra de na enye easy ewo kroma say utumu say for so long I think say 2 years ni no and I say echo 2 years ni no say the office of the special prosecutor the attorney general say omo di adwuma bi ho akoten pa na hwe flyer here Ofori Atta applies for his immigration court hearing. Now ebuziafo papa ya order so yi mi din wa onim. Yes, no the former finance minister. Na ye na nim nyoma akoso wa say nyoma amanfo ibriaka. Even kra before obeti me voice the Solomon e kan otumo say enye easy. What I say. Now, adentina papa yi on to member onangasa ni kurum. That's the question. Adentina on to member ni kurum. Na ba ni say na otina kurum sa for so many years, 8 years. What you say now 8 years. His Excellent John Dramani Mahama ewini abane pe. Eno oyiremu. Eba ni sen. What you say eba ni sen. Now, since here no you say Ken Ufuriata wa appear in immigration court ewo US. We are sure say o mebo na aba. No mo born eba so we are sure say odifo the law also will be applied and in demonstrations upon demonstrations are minority for in parliament. Aye, Ediator is Excellent John Dramani Mahama, even Krapwa, yɛkye sɛ chairman won't me what you say enti no ɛdɛn na papa we wayɛ a ɛno nti wakɔ pie mu ɛwɔ abrochi court yɛse on sɛ wotu kwan akɔ abrochire a yɛma visa na saa visa no sɛ na expire watena o mana den I expire no nti no match number saa ho nso mama bisa ne no mu nsɛm enti ne kan Ofori Atta de duli no obeba Ghana na oba Ghana de a otumo sɛ Attorney General any OSP and bedi nkomo yɛse on bayi na ne ho ano according to Solomon Owusu ɛwɔ sɛ National Cathedral na course no SM de oni sɛ like a whole lot of scandals. It was for me to see a big update. And they first time about channel as well. Subscribe at the Amami.